If you feel like you're making good money, but somehow still feel like you're behind, you're not crazy. The middle class is getting crushed right now, like crushed. Um, and here's why. Let me kind of say what's kind of happening right now at this moment. The average household income in the U.S. is about, give or take, 75 to like maybe 100K, depending on the area. Okay, but the average monthly cost of living for a family, it's exploded. Okay, so what do we got? Housing alone, we're looking at least 25 to 3,500 bucks a month. Daycare, 800 to like 2,000 per kid. Which 800 seems very low, maybe for like part-time, maybe, but $2,000 seems more like that's what it is. Groceries, probably like $1,000 to $2,000, depending on how big your family is. Depending if you have brothers like me and they eat like everything. And before this is all before saving, investing, and even thinking about taking a vacation. Okay, so part two of the problem, I would say, you got people making 100 plus. That's about what, 6-7 after taxes, and they're spending all of it just really surviving. Okay, because their other friends making 100K live in that part of town. They drive that car, so like they have to do the same. So it's like that you're spending 6-7 on just necessities, really. So that's why people feel broke, even when they're not, I guess. And the psychology angle out of all of this, and what is worse is that people think that they just need to make more money, which the entrepreneur in me would tell you that, like, hey, just go make more money and it's fine. And all the gurus would tell you, just make more money. It's easier than saving. It is, because you can only save up to a certain amount, right? Then you can't just save more. Then at that point, it's like you need to make more, which some people might argue it's easier. Maybe not for everybody though. Or that it's either making more money or work harder, which is like so broad. It's like, how do I work harder? The system itself, it just got more expensive. So, like I said, 3K housing, 1K groceries, 2K daycare, 800 plus car insurance, 500 to 1,000 random expenses. You're already at like 7Gs. Where did the money go? So you're not building wealth. You're just really maintaining at this point, which is like not fun. And it's like you're on TikTok and Instagram, and people are taking trips, and you're like, what the heck am I doing wrong? And so this is exactly why I talk about house hacking, why I talk about owning assets. This is because if you were to do the whole house hacking thing, you're controlling your biggest expense, which is housing. Okay, there's other big expenses like, transportation, like food. But I preach house hacking because the 25 to 35, a lot of it is gone if you were to do it. So, and then you have a little bit more breathing room. Okay, but quick note: if any of this is helpful, hit the subscribe button. People watch this and don't subscribe, so that it'll help the channel. Give me a like if you can. And then, by the way, I am a realtor. I do these videos, but I am a realtor. That's my job, basically, in Raleigh, North Carolina. So if you're here, hit me up, add me on Instagram, say hi, send me a DM, and we can go from there. Or send me an email if you don't have Instagram for some reason. And not just in Raleigh, North Carolina. I can help you anywhere in the United States. Just personally, I can help you in Raleigh. In other areas, I can connect you to a great agent, and we'll go from there. So bottom line, you don't need to make 200K. You just need to stop leaking like 3 to 4 to even 5K a month on things that can be somewhat controllable. So the middle class, I would say, isn't lazy. They're just playing a more expensive game right now. You just have to play it differently. As an entrepreneur, you usually pay a little bit less taxes. You have write-offs. Go look at so meet Kevin. He's somebody on YouTube. Like, he's getting a little bit more political and stuff like that. But the earlier videos where he talks about like new versus pro with his rental properties, or he talks about taxes. There's a couple of videos where he's like in a park. Or like just riding around in a bike, I think, and he's talking about the taxes and way, it's awesome to have like a little side business so you can write off things, like write off a laptop or write off or whatever. Check him out. I don't know if I have, if I can, I'll link it under in the comments. But if I don't, just look him up. The earlier videos, new versus pro, and like he should have some playlists. Look at that, because with a very simple, like a buddy likes to do like woodworking stuff, and for a long time he didn't have a business. He would just spend it all off from personal. It's like, you don't have a write-off. So now he has a business, LLC. Even if there's no employees, nothing, you're just doing it from your garage, you're saving like thousands of dollars in taxes, still doing the same thing that you would have done. Kind of like the credit card points, or if you're going to spend it anyways, then just might as well get the points. I know like Dave Ramsey people are going to be like crying, like punching the freaking computer, but it's like, if you're spending it anyways, get a free trip to Europe every year. You know what I mean? Why not? So anyways, going back to the whole affordability thing and 100K not being enough, middle class getting crushed. People are feeling it. One solution that I have is house hacking. Another solution is cooking more at home. And another solution is not buying the brand new car, and going like below, probably below like 400, 300 for a car, even free if you have some money to spare, like Honda, Toyota. I have an Acura, which is basically a Honda 2015. It's fantastic. I don't really do much. Change tires, change oil, and you're good to go for probably a long time. I have a TLX. So there's different solutions. The solution to make more also, like, that's there. But how do you make more if you're already kind of stuck? So it's tough. Anyways, I'm here twice a week. If you like these videos, consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the other one. Peace.